Good morning, Michele Salic, Product Manager Hybrid by Astoria. Please tell us about this incredible machine.
Good morning, my name is Michele Salic, I'm the Product Manager in Astoria for the project Hybrid. Well, the Hybrid, as the name says, is the halfway between a classical machine and the super automatic ones. It means that in the internal structure and from an hydraulic and thermal point of view is the same as a classical machine. So we have a multi-boiler technology with separate coffee boilers and the main boilers for the hot waters deliveries and the steams. And exactly the same brewing groups of our machine Plus for You, that is our top of the range classical machine. So we have a quality in the cup that is as high as a classical machine, with particular reference to the quality that our Plus for You can guarantee. What has been added to this machine is a built-in dosing grinder that automatically grinds the coffee beans, doses into the filter holder with a preset quantity, tempers the coffee powder and sends the pressurized water into the filter holder in order to brew the coffee. So all the operator has to do is inserting the filter holder into the machine, selecting the icon and waiting for the machine to brew the coffee. Let's have an espresso. You have just to touch the icon espresso and wait the machine for doing all the operation. So automatically grinding of the beans, dosing into the filter holder, tempering of the powder, and then the coffee comes out. On the delivery screen you can see the pressure 8.1, 8.2 bars for a correct Italian espresso, delivery time that you can extend for continuous delivery or stop in advance. So we have our Italian espresso with a quality in the cup of a classical machine and the easy of use of a super automatic machine. At the end of the delivery, all the barista or the operator has to do is just emptying the filter holder into the knockout drawer, maybe using a manual brush in order to guarantee a perfect emptying of the filter holder, and re-sliding it into the machine. Now the machine is ready for another delivery. The importance of having a manual filter holder consists of 2 points. The first point, that we can guarantee a perfect cleaning of the filter holder in order to avoid that flavor of bitterness, of acidity that can remain if some used coffee powders remains into the filter holder. And the second important point is, with a manual filter holder you have the appearance of a classical machine. You can maintain the classical gestures of making the coffee and not just touching an icon on a touchscreen display. An important feature of the Hybrid is the built-in milk frother that can automatically froth the milk in order to deliver hot milk or cold milk or milk foam directly into the cup. We can just have now a cappuccino, a white cappuccino. You have just to touch the icon and the machine does it all automatically. First of all you get the milk foam, and then the coffee, the espresso, into the cup. So this is a cappuccino quality that you can have only with a classical machine, not with a beans to cup machine, but with the ease of use of a super automatic ones. So this machine is really easy, not just for the usage but also for the programming. I can show you how you can program the drinks of the machine with the USB key that each machine is endowed with. after by each shipment. By the USB key you can access the drinks management menu, where you can program your own drink. First of all, you have to decide what is the overall cycle, the overall drink structure you want to deliver. If you just want to deliver coffee or just milk, or 2 layers milk and then coffee, or a first layer of coffee and then milk, or the contrary, or coffee and milk contemporary. For instance, let's say we want to program a white cappuccino. At this screen you have to program first of all the milk phase by the milk time, so the milk quantity that is delivered into the cup, and the milk temperature with a percentage value. You can decide either to deliver hot milk, milk foam, or cold milk. In this case, for a white cappuccino, let's use a milk foam. We can reach up to 68 degrees for the milk foam or the hot milk. After programming the milk phase, you have to program easily the coffee phase with the grind time, so the quantity of coffee ground into the filter holder. The coffee dose, so the overall quantity of water used for a brewing cycle, and the pump speed that affects the water pressure that you can see on the right on the delivery screen. You can then decide to pick up the coffee beans from the left hoppers or from the right hoppers if you are programming a drink on the left group, where you can have 2 different hoppers for 2 different coffee beans. For the coffee programming, an important point to be regulated is the grinding grade. You have to regulate with the manual knob on the top of the machine, each knob for each dosing grinder, so clockwise rotation or counterclockwise rotation in order to get coarser or finer coffee powder. 1 knob for each dosing grinder. So coming back to the programming screen, you can give your name to the drink you're programming, for instance white cappuccino. Select the icon you want, for instance this icon, and we get a new drink programmed. So you can program up to 18 drinks for each brewing group, and you can then upload all the information into the USB key and download them into several hundreds or thousands of any other machines. So it's really easy to program. If you have 3 or 4 hybrid machines in one place, you can just program one machine and then download all the parameters into the others. An important feature of the hybrid is also the easy to use with regard to the cleaners. The cleaning of the machine occurs in 2 steps. The first step is an automatic cleaning of both the milk frother and the coffee brew. The periodic cleaning of the coffee group gives some hot water into the coffee group in order to rinse it periodically each 3, 4, 5 hours or 100 or 10 or 50 deliveries in order to have it always clean. The automatic cleaning on the milk frother pushed out the used milk from the milk tube again into the container and gives some hot steam into the cycle, also to have a constant rinse and constant cleanness of the internal structure. This is the first step of rinsing. Then of course you have to manual clean the machine daily, both for the coffee group and for the milk frother. It's really easy to operate because for the cleaning of the coffee group, you have just to extract the filter holder, pour some detergent into a blind filter basket, reinsert the filter holder into the machine and touch the icon. The machine carries out the cleaning automatically. The same thing for the cleaning of the milk system. You have just to take out the milk tube from the milk container, inserting it into a container of water and detergent, and the machine cleans it automatically. So the sum up is that the hybrid is really easy to use, easy to operate, and easy to be cleaned. And in order to help the end user to understand and to learn these procedures, both for the usage and for the cleaning, we produce different tools, paper tools or tutorial video on the web, so that the end user can immediately and without any difficulties know how to use the machine. So it's a really new step into a new world of the coffee machines.